Hey everybody, Metal Fro again with one more collection video for you here. A few more pieces that I've got in the mail recently. So we'll go ahead and take a look. This is one that I've been wanting for quite some time on CD. I didn't even realize that it had a vinyl release. I probably should have, but didn't know because I didn't know who released it until recently. But this is The Awful Truth. For those of you who are unaware, this band was sort of a precursor to the band Galactic Cowboys. And so Galactic Cowboys' debut album came out in 1990, I believe, 89, 90. And this band has two of the three members of Galactic Cowboys, that being Monty Colvin and drummer Alan Doss. But nice album. Actually, it was, I must confess, it was a buddy of mine who pointed this out to me, that it was on Amazon, and said he wanted to get it, but didn't have the cash for it, didn't really have a turntable to put it on. And so thanks to Garrison for bringing this to my attention. But this is the vinyl issue of that particular release. And of course on the back you can see the picture there of Monty, Alan, and the original vocalist and guitarist in the group, David Von Olerking, before he left, and these guys picked up, and then Alan and Monty picked up a couple other guys and actually started Galactic Cowboys proper. This particular release was a joint venture between Metal Blade Records and Music for Nations. So I'm not 100% sure if this pressing was a US pressing or if it was a European pressing. But inner sleeve, it's got sort of a black and white replica of the front cover artwork, and then on the back it's got the same photo that's on the rear of the sleeve, and then song titles and scant little bit of credits. It's a little disappointing that this didn't come with lyrics, but nonetheless, it's a pretty good listen. I think probably this album is a little bit overhyped based on the connection to Galactic Cowboys, which is a fantastic band. You know, fantastic sort of progressive, groovy metal band. Very Beatlesque harmonies and things. So they're doing some, the Galactic Cowboys have done some things in metal that a lot of other bands just haven't done. This is good stuff. I don't think I'd put it on the same level as Galactic Cowboys, but there are some good songs on here. I just think that the guys hadn't quite developed their songwriting yet. And on the next release, which was the very first under the Galactic Cowboys name, they really came into their own. But this does have some good songs on it. Ghost of Heaven, the first track on side 2, is one that I particularly like. And so it's good. You know, David Von Olerking's got a good voice. He sings almost a little too quiet in some places. Like he's trying to show a sense of dynamics, but you almost don't know what's going on because he's singing so quiet, and it's like, you know, you really gotta speak up. But this does have a couple of flaws. It's got a split on 3 sides, and then of course the top where the record comes out. The sleeve itself, the outer sleeve, has just a tiny bit of damage on the part where the album goes in. It's dinged up a little bit, but very little in the way of shelf wear, other than just a little bit of ring wear and a couple of very light creases. Otherwise, this is in really good shape, and so based on what I paid, I was very pleased to get this into my collection and you know, find it on vinyl and not just score a CD copy, which CD copies of this, because of the connection to the Galactic Cowboys and because of the supposed rarity of this particular album, CD copies go for insane amounts of money. And so this is nice to have on vinyl rather than on CD. Now I'm going to go through 3 albums from one band The vinyl versions of these all came out in 2006. And this is the band Forsaken. This is a doom metal band from Malta, of all places, and this is great stuff. These guys have been recently kind of compared to heavy hitters of the doom genre, like Solitude, Eternus, and so forth. And right now, I think they're one of the top players in the field, based on what I've read and interviews and so forth. All three of these are colored vinyl reissues. They're all gatefold double LPs. Great little picture of the band there on the back. Each one of these releases has some bonus tracks. So on this one, sides 1, 2, and 3 are the original album on CD, and then side 4 is bonus tracks, one of which is a live cover version of Black Sabbath's Neon Nights, which is great. Again, I say they're gatefolds, so they're real nice with lyric prints and a little bit more artwork and photos, and thank you sections and all that. So now we'll have a look at the vinyl itself. One thing that I will say about these is, like a lot of modern gatefold pressing, the cardboard sleeves are not quite as nice as I'd like. If they were just a little bit thicker and stronger, it would be nice. This is from let's see, Golden Lake Productions. It was Immortal Vinyl Records is who put these out, and they all three came out in 2006. So I would like for them to have been slightly better quality, but I think overall they turned out well. I just think the cardboard sleeves, especially for a gatefold, need to be a little bit thicker and nicer. So here you've got side 1, and you can kind of see this is like a purple splatter vinyl. It's purple with sort of dark black and gray. And then there's side 2 for you. And the inner sleeves that they come with are these sort of glossy paper sleeves, which are kind of nice. I don't know from a protection standpoint if they're going to be any more handy than a sort of proper anti-static sleeve, but it seems like they would be real easy on the vinyl itself. And then here is the other vinyl, side 3 with just 2 tracks, and then side 4 with Neon Nights, Carpe Diem, and The Prophecy / Dark Reflections. So looking forward to spinning this one. I have not had the chance to do so as of yet, but I am looking forward to hearing this one on vinyl and hearing their cover version of Neon Nights, since I only just recently finally scored a vinyl copy of Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell on vinyl. I've had Mob Rules on cassette for years and years, and finally here in the last probably two and a half years, I guess it's been about 2 years, I scored a vinyl copy of that in pretty good shape, and so I was very pleased to have that. We also have the Dominaeon album. Very good stuff. Of course, there's the front cover artwork and back cover with band photos and sort of a nice almost gravestone-like cross there. Again, Immortal Vinyl Records, 2006 is when this one came out. Like the Evermore reissue, it's a gatefold, so you've got band photos, a little bit more artwork in the background, lyrics, really good. Again, the cardboard sleeve is just a touch flimsier than I like. It's still better than some modern vinyl I've seen, but not quite as nice as I would like. And as for the records themselves, not sure why they did it differently, but this didn't come in the sort of glossy paper sleeves. These just came in paper sleeves. This came out, looks like in June of 2006, and it's a nice bright blue vinyl. So really nice opaque blue. So there's vinyl number 1, sides A and B. And of course, you know, colored vinyl is sort of the rage now. A lot of places like to do clear vinyl, which I enjoy. A lot of records come out in a splatter vinyl, but seems like other than a white vinyl, standard opaque colored vinyl doesn't come out that much. There's another band pick there on side 3 and side 4. The bonus tracks on this release, Dominaeon, if I'm not mistaken, are from an early EP or an early split. And I forgot to mention, this particular unit is limited to 500 copies, so there's only 500 of these floating around. The reissue of Evermore was limited to 333, so that's even more rare. So I was very pleased to get this in my collection and have this one so I can play this as well. I have listened to this one. It sounds fantastic. It's great stuff, and I would agree that these guys are definitely in the upper echelon of the current doom metal scene, because they take that traditional doom metal style and they really play it well. And finally, for the 3 Forsaken vinyl reissues, we have Anima Mundi. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And again, this is an issue from 2006. Also limited to 500 copies. Nice little artwork there on the back. The coloration and the sort of pink sky thing is sort of reminiscent of a Place of Skulls release, one of their earliest. Again, gatefold. Again, lyrics, artwork, and band photos. And once again, a little bit flimsier than I would like in terms of the cardboard sleeve. But, you know, as long as you keep the vinyl in there and you keep the sleeve itself in a bag, you're fine. And once again, they did these differently than they did the other ones. This is in just standard anti-static bags, clear anti-static sleeves, and another interesting clear vinyl. This is sort of a golden brown, interesting color. As you can see, it's a little bit, I don't know if it's flawed or if it's just like a very, very slight marbling that they did to it. But there's side 1, there's side 2. I can pull out the other record here and show you real quick. It's also really nice looking piece. And again, I have not had the chance to spin this one, but I look forward to doing that. There's side 3 and side 4 with some nice artwork there. So this is the 3 early Forsaken releases. Their 4th album, After the Fall, is out on vinyl as well. I've ordered that. It has not arrived yet, but I'll be highlighting that at some point once I get that, along with a couple of other things that I ordered with that. And I'm not sure, I don't remember exactly where the bonus tracks on this one came from, but I'm thinking that there was a couple of tracks on here that weren't on the album originally. I don't see anything here specifically. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the vinyl edition of Anima Mundi and our Iconoclast MCD is a dream come true for all of us vinyl freaks in Forsaken. So yeah, so I think the last two tracks on here are from the Iconoclast MCD or EP. I'd have to go back and check the CD track listing of the original to be sure, but needless to say, it's the full Anima Mundi album and the 2002 Iconoclast EP in one package. So very cool to have that. So that's all for this particular video. Keep it tuned here, or keep checking my channel. Watch for new uploads. I'll have more vinyl as the weeks go on, and I'm also probably going to go back and look at some of the hard rock and heavy metal vinyl that I've got in my collection already. And then once I get through all of that, I'll probably go back through and go through all the vast amount of non-metal stuff that I have, just so you can see the wide array of vinyl that I have. Thanks everybody for watching.